Today, the scoreboard changed. A 6-3 Supreme Court just told LA, move out the way. Yep. Federal enforcement is coming through. If crime is down, explain these non-receipts with names, dates, policies, and price tags. I don't want y'all to blink. So let's start with a hammer drop. Emergency docket. 6 votes say lower court went too far trying ICE's hand in Los Angeles. Translation. Those roving patrol limits are gone for now while the case proceeds. If local leadership won't cooperate, D.C. will. Now, if you think the majority got this wrong, name the constitutional clause you think they violated, and timestamp your argument. Why did Washington have to step in? Because LA said the quiet part out loud.
We do document when ICE sends us detainer request. So we know, based right now on the numbers I gave you earlier, at least for this year, I think there's 435 people that they've asked for in 2025 that they've requested, but we have not fulfilled any of them because of state law. And honestly, the county policy is even more strict than state law, so it prohibits me from turning those over unless that federal judicial warrant exists. We do document.
LA County's sheriff openly says they document ICE detainers and don't honor them without a federal judge's signature. Now, that wasn't a rumor. That's policy that you just heard straight from him right there. So you get a revolving door on paper, essentially, until a federal warrant arrives. How many release and repeat cases does that produce? That's your neighborhood, not a press office. Yeah, man, drop your zip and whether anyone in your area got released on detainer in the last year. Receipts only. While detainer sit, brazen gets brazen.
It was the wedding heist heard around the world thanks to this now viral video of a well-dressed thief making off with a bride and groom's gift box last weekend, while his black suit and dress shoes allowed him to fit in at Nadine and George Farrahat's 300-guest wedding in Glendale. He couldn't hide from the various security cameras inside that got clear pictures of his uncovered face before, during, and after this wedding crash and grab.
A lot of tips come in from that. Some were good, some were bad, but that helped us.
Wait, he looked like the guy. Hold on. That looked like you, man. Hold up.
Clear pictures of his uncovered face grab.
A lot of tips come in from that. Some were good, some were bad, but that helped us identify the suspects pretty early on in the investigation.
Just 5 days after the couple said "I do," Glendale police arrested Armin Shiragini and say he's the man who stepped on the dance floor and waltzed out of the Renaissance banquet hall with tens of thousands of dollars worth of cash and checks from the wedding. We spoke with the newlyweds earlier this week.
I ended up sitting on the dance floor sobbing with my friends and cousins around me.
Glendale police say they recovered a pile of checks and a good amount of cash inside a safe at the suspect's home.
Obviously, this person did hit the jackpot. We believe they got about $60,000 and then a few checks. We did recover 26 checks in total and about $10,000.
And another surprising find when police executed search warrants on both Shiragini's house and the home of the alleged getaway driver, now identified as Andranik Adavizian, a large amount of drugs and a ton of guns. Despite what might look like the guns, drugs, and cash haul you'd see from an organized criminal enterprise, police say neither suspect had a criminal history.
Glendale, black suit, gift box, $60,000 and cards and checks lifted from a couple's wedding. And yes, arrests were made. Police said they recovered 26 checks and cash after the warrant. So you can literally watch the grab on camera. Like, you've seen it with our own 2 eyes. By the way, this is Gavin Newsom's California, as they added. And if you try to get street justice for smaller hits, you run into this next wall.
I'm a big badass motherfucker. Do something. Hey, stop the fuck.
So for a battery, it's going to be a private person's arrest, okay? So we're not going to be arresting him. The way that it works is because it's a misdemeanor not committed in my presence. You're going to be signing that private person's arrest, and you're going to be the one going to court and testifying against him. To arrest him. So if you're not willing to go to court, there's really no...
For property damage and battery?
So battery is a misdemeanor. The property, if it's under $400, it's still a misdemeanor.
Is that LA County or is that all California?
It's all California.
That's insane.
Guys, the police are impotent in California. Let's just move. They can't do anything.
Very
It's
ambiguous.
Los Angeles police. They can't do anything about anything. Listen, actually, I had to walk up and stand between that guy and violently assaulting them
Yeah, it is.
because
Everything's up. Everything's been recorded.
police can't do anything.
So-
You guys are impotent to actually do justice because the state of your culture is such that people run and do evil every
If you
minute
wanna
of
feel
every
that way,
day.
sir, that's fine, but I'm trying to do my job, okay? I'm explaining to you.
Yeah,
guys
you
what's gonna
can't do your job. You've been given a sword to do justice, to protect innocent people, but you can't do it because of the state of the culture.
In California, officers generally cannot arrest for a misdemeanor they didn't witness without your private person's arrest. The law prioritizes this process over prevention. Congratulations. You're the complainant. I don't know the word to that. And prosecutors warm-up act. Complainant. What's the other word for like complaint? But anywho. Meanwhile, the we're fixing it crowd. Let's just follow the money.
Hope this woman enjoyed herself with her beautiful necklace, dress, photo shoot, because she about to go to jail. If you don't know who that was, her name is Dr. Valisha Adams Kellum. She's the former CEO of the LA Homeless Services Authority. Yes, this is a person who supposedly administers homeless services in California. She was recently forced to resign, though, after her mega agency failed multiple audits. She says, "I don't know where or how we spent billions of dollars." Oh, trust me, we know. It's going right here. This necklace is obscene. I mean, I don't know anything about pearls, but this has got to be maybe $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 right here. So how did she get that money? Well, first off, she paid herself a monstrous salary, $430,000 a year. Then she funneled millions of dollars into her husband's sham organization, allegedly, 3 separate times. She also really tried to booze it up at her holiday party by demanding that taxpayers pay for her open bar. And when an associate of hers said that, hey, that is an improper use of public funds, she got visibly angry and then terminated her employment. This is not only very petulant behavior, but also very illegal. After that, she started hiring her friends with whistleblowers, alleging that she pushed out staff, experienced staff, to hire unqualified friends and former subordinates from her previous job into high-level, high-salary positions within the LA Homeless Services Authority. And when people caught wind of this and started reporting, she tried to cover her tracks by destroying public records and also arranging to pay hush money, $800,000 to silence whistleblowers. $800,000 of your money. Yeah, I think it's time to start selling off some of these pearls, girl, because you're going to need that money. The last thing I'll say, and this part is serious, is that the only reason why we know about any of this stuff is because there are still some great local reporters on the ground who still believe in real journalism, pieces that I've cited in this video, as well as brave whistleblowers who still know right from wrong. Thank you guys. You guys are the real heroes.
So, whistleblowers say LA's top homelessness official pushed open bars on a public dime, hired friends, tried to destroy records, and the agency later cut a $800,000 settlement check. That's not policy disagreement. That's dead money, you know, not housing a single person at that. Nonprofits in this space. Show me one metric. Money per, you know, how much money per person actually housed for 12 months, something like that. I don't know. For a year. Link it. And utilities, look, just don't look away.
Oh, what a surprise. Janice over at LADWP that has a $750,000 a year salary is charging the Santa Monica Canyon neighborhood full rates despite for 69 days their water was deemed toxic. Their homes were tagged toxic accordingly. And despite this, Janice and the LADWP is charging these homeowners full rates, no rebates or consideration, claiming they weren't in the burn zone, which is simply not accurate because that is Santa Monica Canyon right over that hill. And obviously they were in the burn zone and their water was toxic. So Everyone's calling LADWP multiple times. They're being consistently dismissed with the incorrect reasoning, and it's unacceptable. And many locals, and I obviously feel like, is bordering on criminal behavior. And since we know the LADWP is good at criminal negligence, it's not shocking that they're doing this to the community. So there should be at least no bills issued for January, February, and March for any of the homes in the canyon affected by the toxic water situation. Karen Bass, call your minion that you pay $750,000 of our money with, and you better tell her to get her $750,000 money from somebody else, not victims of the Palisades fire.
Man, meet the city utility boss on $750,000 a year, appointed after stint at PG&E. That's the paycheck. Now the pain. After the Palisades fire, LADWP issued do not drink notices in Palisades for weeks, then declared the water safe again on March 7th. Residents say the billing kept coming at full freight anyway. Maybe that's policy. It feels like extraction, though. They swear it's fine, but the internet has its thoughts about Newsom. Nah. Cute, right? But here's the serious version. When optics outrun outcomes, memes become the minutes. Now, integrity at the ballot box. This one will set the comments on fire. That's all I can say.
Tonight, a Costa Mesa woman is accused of registering her dog to vote and then casting mail-in ballots. Prosecutors say 62-year-old Laura Lee Yorex used her dog Maya to vote in the 2021 recall election. A 2022 ballot was rejected, but investigators found social posts showing the ballot and an I voted sticker. She now faces 5 felonies and up to 6 years in prison. Tonight at Costa Mesa. Oh,
wow. FAFO. Orange County prosecutors filed 5 felonies against a woman who registered her dog. One ballot counted in 2021 and 2022. Trial was rejected. Now, everyone says rare. Fine. Make it impossible with clean rolls and ID that doesn't break honest voters. Man. And while agencies script your life, kids are being drafted into the culture war at school.
Also with us is 12-year-old Shay Encinas from California. Last year in 5th grade, Shay was forced to read a book to a kindergarten student promoting a message of radical gender ideology that is contrary to his religious beliefs and ours. I'd like to have Shay come up and tell the story. It's an amazing story. Shay, please come up.
Thank you again, Mr. President. Hi, I'm Shay Encinas. I've been a Christian my whole life, and Jesus means everything to me. When I was in 5th grade, my school forced me to teach my kindergarten buddy about changing his gender using a book called My Shadow is Pink. The book said you can choose your gender based on feelings instead of how God made us. I knew this was not right, but I was afraid of getting in trouble. After my family spoke up, the school treated us badly, and kids started bullying me and my brother because of our faith. And the school did nothing to stop it. It hurt a lot, but I kept trusting God. I believe kids like me should be able to live our faith at school without being forced to go against what we believe. I hope no other family has to go through what mine did. Thank you.
Wow, man, that's just sad. Parents sued, rather, after a program had older kids guide kindergartners through a gender identity season or lesson. I say season because we starting to see that all this stuff is getting dismantled, but using a book without notice or opt-out. A federal judge later said you must notify parents and allow opt-outs. Come on, at the very least, man. A 12-year-old stood up there and said, let me live my faith at school. It's not hate, man. That's consent. Teachers, what's your gold standard for parent notice on sensitive content? exactly when and how. Parents, reply with what you'd accept. Now, here's the week Newsom just didn't plan. The court widened the lane for federal sweep. And the sheriff admitted the local lane is closed unless the judge signs a $60K wedding heist played like a music video. Process outran protection. Homeless, dollars bled into settlements. Utilities paid top dollar while residents boiled water. A dog made it onto the roads. And a child asked for the right to believe what his parents taught him. If crime is down, it's not down where people live. Put crime is down if you made it to the end of this video. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.